And welcome to the next part of my science fiction series, collection overview. In this one, and kind of the way I had these divided up, I've got sort of cardboard separating them so they don't fall down, although it is very rickety, not to mention this shelf is kind of rickety. But the kind of general theme we've got right here, and as I'm looking at it, these are, well, no, I think they're relatively in order, but I think you might find one or two that are out. But yeah, so this is comic book theme. So the first one, we've got the X-Men trilogy box set. This contains the first 3 X-Men movies. This one I think you can still get for relatively cheap, but they've since been re-released in new packaging. And there have been other box sets that include some of the later films. Then next, I might actually take this one out just to make it easier to show the rest of them. Gives me a little bit of wiggle room. But we've got X-Men Origins along with X-Men X3 The Last Stand, everyone's favorite X-Men movie. Yeah, no, I'm being sarcastic there. Sometimes I don't come off as sarcastic, so I apologize for that. So we'll just take Wolverine down for now. Then the second, The Wolverine, which was much better than Wolverine Origins. X-Men First Class, which this is definitely when it returned to form. Actually, I think this one came out before the Wolverine. But this was when they finally recaptured the magic of really the first 2. And then next we've got 2 versions of what is probably my favorite all-time superhero movie. The original version of X-Men Days of Future Past. And then after that, X-Men The Road Cut. Then this movie that everyone and their dog loves, Deadpool. Probably one of the first Blu-rays in a while to actually sell out at, well, a lot of places actually. Mainly because everyone does digital now, but I actually know a lot of people that only do digital downloads, but they still ended up buying this Blu-ray. Then we've got Sin City, A Dame to Kill For with the slipcover. Fantastic Four, everyone's favorite. Then Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. That Abomination that came out a year ago, I may add it to this collection for completion's sake when it's in the $5 or less bargain bin, which at that point I'm sure it will probably still have the slipcover. And then Daredevil, not Affleck's best entry. This is also for completion's sake. This movie is shit. Elektra. Green Lantern, which I suppose it's a nice contrast when you look at this. Not the strongest comic book movie when we compare Ryan Reynolds in this to Deadpool, although lots of people have already done that. Then we've got Spider-Man 1, well, the new Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. This was actually the first Blu-ray I ever got. This came with my PlayStation 3 back in 2007. And I don't have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movies. I don't hate them as much. I say this a lot, but I don't hate them as much as most people do. And at some point, I will add them to the collection. And Batman, which apparently appears to be out of order. The Dark Knight. This was actually, in many ways, kind of the film that launched Blu-ray, sort of like The Matrix did 10 years earlier. Batman Begins. These have all since been re-released again in kind of this deluxe set. But for now, I'm happy with the original version. So, Batman Begins. Of course, the Dark Knight Rises. Did not get this with a slipcover because I bought it, I think, a year and a half after it came out. Another one of everyone's favorites, Superman Returns. Then Man of Steel. I'll probably get Batman vs. Superman at some point. Van Helsing. The Watchmen. Now, kind of funny. I've had this for several years. I still have not watched it. Yeah, I know. Then we have the Hulk. And then the Incredible Hulk. Although I actually got a new version of this for free. Actually, I haven't put it in the collection. But here's the original lenticular slipcover with the green case. So you have to replace those. More of a collectible. So yeah, obviously now we're into the full-on Marvel verse. Got Iron Man, Iron Man 2, and obviously to follow, Iron Man 3. And Captain America. A lot of these I didn't get slipcovers because I didn't get them until... Well, I didn't finish this collection until last Christmas. Well, we got Captain America, the First Avenger. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Here we've got 2 Thor films, so Thor. And Thor, the Dark World. We've got the Avengers. First full-on Avengers film. Then Avengers Age of Ultron. Did get the red case, but didn't get the slipcover. This is another one that I waited forever to pick up and lost out. Same thing with this one, no slipcover. Guardians of the Galaxy, absolutely brilliant film. I think perhaps after Days of Future Past, this is probably tied with Deadpool as my favorite comic movie. Then Ant-Man, no slipcover, but I did get the custom colored case. Kick-Ass, and Kick-Ass 2. Then we've got some Judge Dredd. This is Sylvester Stallone entry from the 90s, which I think I got for $3 out of a bargain bin. Somewhat better, actually quite a bit better, Dredd from a couple years ago. This is crap, The Punisher. V for Vendetta. Then we got the 2 G.I. Joe films right here. So G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra, and G.I. Joe Retaliation. Then Escape from LA. Still need to get Escape from New York on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. Pacific Rim. And here we've got 2 Sherlock Holmes movies. So Sherlock Holmes. And Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. Then we've got Conan the Destroyer, the sequel, which is not the best. And then a classic, well, at least in my mind, Conan the Barbarian. Okay, so that's the end of my second shelf. Actually, should tidy these up and put them back in order. But yeah, so next we're going to go on to the rest of the Blu-rays and my box sets.